Okay friends, so I'm going to give you a look at what is left in the refrigerators and freezers before we go do our big once a month grocery shopping today. So I did a meal prep dinner last night. It was 2 packs of chicken quarters, my last grass-fed roast. We've got 3 butternut squash in here. There's the chicken, there's the roast. Here is some Brussels sprouts and radishes, and then here is some radishes and carrots that I had cooked on the roast. This is actually just a little bit big pot, not much in it, of steamed broccoli from the other day. We got to finish using up. We are out of fruit, so that's some canned peaches left from yesterday. There's some breakfast sandwiches that my folks will probably have for breakfast this morning. This is some locally made scrapple that friends who butchered a pig and then went and used all the pieces and did some scrapple. Someone just passed a pan on to me, so that is great. This is still some iced coffee from, my goodness, Sharp Shopper from a couple months ago. No, or maybe that was a John Henry General Store. Anyway, I brought it up here because I figured teens might like that. I still have egg whites. That's from a cooking project this winter, and so we probably use that up in some baking and such coming up. So, you know, have some butter. I have things. I like to not have absolutely nothing, but this is how everything has dwindled down. These are 1.5 packs of lunch meat left, and that's all the lunch meat left from all the lunch meat. Sorry, I'm determined to get this lid on. From all the lunch meat I have ever stocked up on Sharp Shopper. So I'm hoping to stock up on lunch meat today. We have 1.5. Oh, that one's basically empty. These little packs of chicken we get at Sharp Shopper for $2.49. That's the cheese. What's left of the cheese we shredded. Those are 2 soups that are out defrosting. And so this is, and that's our bread products. So this is what's left in the upstairs refrigerator. Oh, and I do have over here, this is lard and some sourdough discard and such. I have 1 pack of mashed avocados left. These are the carrots left. These are 2 packs of the Brussels sprouts I love to get at Costco. Those are left from last month because I had an important friend in the hospital and I was gone in and out for 15 days. Brussels sprouts didn't get used. Lots of other things did though. And again, I used them last night in some make-ahead sheet pan dinners. This is kind of a miscellaneous snack cabinet that needs organized, but there will be animal crackers and graham crackers and things here. So kids are like, there's no snacks. Of course, there's always snacks that can be found. And remember, for my household of 10, I serve Thanksgiving here. 3 meals a day plus snacks. So let's have a look. Okay, well, while I'm gone today, I can leave some jobs of, hey, scrubbing out the downstairs refrigerators. So we've got some empty things in here. Got some ricotta up there that would be nice to use, but this is usually full of milk and sometimes fruits and veggies. Now, from March, I've got 1 box of eggs left. Now, I think I had bought the equivalent of 4 boxes at the beginning of the month. Of course, I did a lot of freezer meals. When I was with my friend and they were in the hospital, I ordered a few more boxes of eggs, so that's the box that's left. I bought those peppers in March and didn't use them. I could list all the things I did use, but anyway, and that lettuce, sadly, we didn't get to. One day we'll have chickens again and that'll get some good use. And here's how the freezer meal freezers are looking. So a lot of the muffins got used over the last month. Many bags of the organic peppers I use for freezer meals. I've got 2 left there. There's a dent in our freezer sandwiches that are so quick and easy. Again, I was in and out for 15 days and my young adults and kids all handled business at home. We have those freezer soups left. Out of the 12 dozen muffins we made last month with a big freezer cook-in, I think we've got about 4 dozen left there. And I'm wondering, I don't think I'll set those out today. By the time they're defrosted, I'll be home with other things, so we'll save. And over here for the freezer meal freezer, I've had some dents made in here. So with our big breakfast freezer cooking sandwiches, we've got 1.5 racks of those. That's the frozen veggies left. The Sharp Shopper hot dogs we've stocked up on. Yeah, some frozen bananas, frozen cranberry sauce. Here's some more. We had 5 bananas that needed frozen yesterday. We have 3 9x13 dinners, so Mama's definitely got to get making some more freezer meals this month. And then the beef freezer with the full cow I bought end of last summer that we are still using up. We used our last roast yesterday. So we have some soup bone pieces, some organ meat. We have a lot of bones to do more broth with. We have a good amount of ground beef that should, if I hit that harder, I mean, we're probably looking at 12 weeks or so of ground beef. I'm thinking that, so now it's April, I'm thinking we should be done with this full cow that I bought in September. I believe brought it home in September. September through, we'll probably be done with the ground beef probably by June, maybe July. So almost a full year for a household of 10 to work through a full cow. And then in my pork and chicken freezer, we also have fish in here. So this is what is in here. Our butter. We always need a lot of butter, so I'll probably get more today. I did do a little fill-in grocery haul last month at Aldi, so I've got 2 pork roasts left from that. These are hot dogs we got at Sharp Shopper last month for $3.99. These are different chicken soup bones, chicken carcasses that we need to do more broth out of. Looks like I've got 2 packs of leg quarters left. That's good. I have 1 whole organic chicken from the organic chicken bundles I've bought. I've got 1 pack of this chicken apple sausage. And then Costco last month, my young adults several times did sheet pan chicken breast for the household while I was gone. So it was 20 pounds of chicken. I think we probably got 2 pounds left. So I'll definitely get some more of that because that was super convenient. And so anyway, here's what we got. Oh, we got odds and ends. Like we got some ground sausage in there, got ground turkey. And this is my food storage pantry room that right before my important friend ended up in the hospital, we were working on it. It needs a deep organization. Down here, we've got my canning supplies, all the white jars over there. That's all the lard that we processed. So we're working through things, but here are my bathroom shelves, bathroom, toiletry items. Anyway, and they are pretty bare, and you can see in my old basement grocery store videos that I like to keep these all stocked full. So let's see here. Trash bags. These just here. Let's organize with me for a minute. I'm going to put our trash bags over here. I also have a supply of things, of course not as large, upstairs in my little laundry room I had done. So we've got laundry soap, body soap. I'm wondering, I'll put toothpaste down here, excuse me, shampoo and conditioner. So out of dish soap. So I'm just looking for things. Cleaning products. I can get more bleach wipes. I like having those on hand. Those are super convenient. We need some more dish soap. Need more hand soap. And then shampoo and conditioner. That's all that's left that's down here. So these need filled. For some reason, my laundry soap bags, that's what I'm trying to say, are down here. I'm gonna put these up here. I got light bulbs there. Yeah, so we need to do some relabeling. But anyway, we bought all of these laundry pods at Costco in March, and we have quite a few left, so I might get like 2 more bags in this month's grocery haul, but we're doing pretty good. And I don't know if that's because when I was in and out for over 2 weeks, if they just, well, maybe we had some laundry pods upstairs. I'm like, how do I have this much left? I don't normally, but that's okay. That's why I'm checking before I go spend my whole day hunting and gathering. Those are the gallon bags I have left. I use a lot of parchment paper, and I think, yeah, I've got freezer paper, plastic wrap, 1 thing of parchment paper, so I could use more parchment paper. So anyway, let's go do all this massive shopping. Hi there, I'm coming to you from the future, where later in this video, we're doing a lot with fruit and vegetables. I want to let you know, now y'all will be proud of me. I am hosting, yes, April 2025 Jamerrill is doing what October, November Jamerrill thought that would be done a lot sooner. This Saturday night, April 12th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, I'm hosting my free YouTuber Extraordinaire Masterclass. You just need to click the first link in the description below and sign up and come join me live. Along with that, I'll be doing a live Q&A just for those who come to the free live masterclass. And I'm teaching my 5 keys to YouTuber Extraordinaire success, on how to take YouTube from a dream to a potential full-time income that can generate tens of thousands of dollars a month as an income stream. I am a long-time successful online entrepreneur. I've managed to get a few things done. So if you've ever been curious about taking YouTube as a hobby to a part-time income or a full-time income, or just how to get started with YouTube at all, sign up in the first link in the description below below. Come to my free masterclass. I'm gonna teach you 5 of my keys to success as I've generated over 100 million views and a full-time income for many years on YouTube. Well, good morning. So this is me. I am just looking at the road and I'm on a phone call. Multitasking mama. Coffee, check. Gonna be gone for a long time today. I feel like 10 hours or so. Sometimes I bring one of my assortment of 57 children with me. It is my big hunting and gathering once a month grocery shopping day. I love this day. I have been once a month grocery shopping. We're gonna think of my grocery shopping timeline vortex. Okay, I'll do it by the age of my oldest. So I've probably been once a month grocery shopping 17 years or so. So my oldest is almost 25. By the memoir of my grocery shopping, when I was still working as a charge nurse on the weekends in a nursing facility, I would be the charge nurse of only 20 patients who just got out of the hospital, or sometimes 30. Or if I wasn't on the skilled unit, I was on a geriatric unit, which was only 40 patients. So, good times. But back then, I did bi-weekly grocery shopping. And I've had many people ask me, how do you do once a month grocery shopping? Like, how do you even get your mind around that? And what I started to do back then is, once I was home full time, I laid my little nursing job down and I was just gonna try to be a normal mom. And of course, within a year and a half, I had my online hobby that I had started of blogging just bust loose, and I built it into a full-time business several years before I even started on YouTube. And yes, I could have started once a month grocery shopping while I was still working full-time weekends as a nurse. But it took until when I had 4 kids and I was officially home full-time. I wasn't even doing any PRN shifts. And at that point, it made my grocery budget the $250 to $350 a month. So I had to shop once a month to really supply, gather, hunt and gather all the supplies I needed for the month, and then home make from scratch, pull together as much as I possibly could based on what I had on hand. And so when I truly got into like stretching every penny, I think when I was still working as a nurse, I spent about $500 a month on groceries for then a family of 5. And then once I even stopped doing PRN shifts, because I was waking up while driving and had all kinds of late night, overnight. I mean, I got the nursing shift I wanted when I graduated my LPN nursing school, which was to do a Baylor shift on the weekends, like 7 p.m. to 7 a.m., Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so I could be home with my children all week. That's why I went to nursing school. But a few years into that, yeah, it was a lot. And there wasn't a lot of working moms in my homeschool group back then. I mean, now we have university professor moms and other nurses and all kinds of career working women, but I just felt really alone. So I started by doubling my bi-weekly grocery list. Whatever I got for 2 weeks, I just got that twice. But of course, I had to get it twice on an even smaller budget. But I was not also working 40 hours a week. And so I just put my time into saving us extra in that grocery budget. It's always been a huge area for me, especially since I grew up as a kid with food insecurity during different seasons. And I know, because, you know, just online stuff, but hey, let's talk about it. Some folks will say that I do food hoarding. And it's like, again, I feed Thanksgiving 3 times a day, every day of the year, plus snacks, to a household of 10 up to 15. And that takes a lot of food. Today I filmed tours of my refrigerators, and I mean, you know, we're down a lot, sure. There is enough in my house right now that I could put my brain power into doing a pantry and freezer challenge, and we could probably go dig deep for a good 8 weeks. And we will do that in the coming months. I'm not doing that right now, especially since I just walked with an important friend closely in a medical crisis. And my active crisis season isn't over. I have many big things coming up in 2025. And since I've learned my nervous system and what my nervous system is and how things affect my body, which affects my overall health, which affects my life, I know now more than ever I need to have food for my family as prepped as possible and ready to go. And yes, when there is an unexpected crisis, my young adults and my teenagers, they can get that chicken on the sheet pan. They can pour bags of gravy from the freezer for sausage gravy into slow cookers. Like, they can operate. But even having the food prepped and ready to go gives them a starting point. Like, okay, there's 10 dozen variety muffins. We've got strawberry muffins, pumpkin chocolate chip muffins, banana bread muffins in this freezer. We've got bags of chicken from Costco. We've got 9x13 pans of meatloaf. We've got a bag of sloppy joe this summer. Like, we have a springboard. And then, of course, when the crisis really hits, as it has for me many times, and you just have to be able to function, those ready-to-go lasagnas at Costco, some bags of chicken nuggets, some pre-done rotisserie chicken, like, you just do what you have to do to have food to eat. But I am in a season where I can put my brain back into it and return to my roots of micromanaging my grocery budget on a deeper level. And if you want to know why I look like I'm just rolled out of bed, it's because I just rolled out of bed. But with everything I had going on in March, I missed my hair appointment, and that is important for my personal self-care. So I'm going to get my hair professionally washed. I'm going to have my almost 46-year-old lady hair color reapplied in all the right ways, and then I will be fresh. Yay. And then I'm gonna go raid Sharp Shopper. A friend of mine last night shared pictures. She got this uncured, antibiotic-free, pure and holy bacon at Sharp Shopper, and then they have all of that antibiotic-free roast beef that I stocked up on maybe 2 months ago. It's all gone. I hope there's some left today because I'm gonna hit that hard, and that's exciting. And with my once a month grocery shopping in April, my goal is to spend $1,200 on food. I think today, while I hit all the stores, I'll probably come in about 900-ish, unless, I mean, just phenomenal things I don't even know. I love surprises. I love grocery surprises. So if we're about $900, then that'll leave me $300 to fill in later in the month. And even things like some of my gluten-free folks are going hiking with friends, and they needed some gluten-free snacks. So since we're pretty bare right now, and I didn't have time to make gluten-free homemade granola bars, I put in a Walmart order for, they had those Annie's gluten-free granola bars, I think some popcorn, just a variety of little things that they wanted to take because the family they're going with wanted them to pack a lunch. And since we're even out of fruit at the house, froze the last 5 rotten bananas yesterday. I mean, they're not rotten, but we will see those bananas again. I think we've got about 3.5 4-gallon bags of bananas, which is great. But when my folks get in the mood to do smoothies, like, there will be weeks where 6 people every day are making smoothies twice a day. You know, it's a lot of smoothie situations. And those gallon bags of bananas, I mean, they can go through a whole bag in a day. So between baking and smoothies, bananas will get eaten. So at home today, they have the meals we prepped last night. You know, that steak roast will be gone probably by this evening. Those 3 pieces of chicken, I mean, I think of one 6'2" teen guy in particular. I mean, he might have 2 of those this morning at breakfast. So that'll be gone. The veggies will be 2 to 3 days, and you will see me eating many things on top of butternut squash. And I love just simply prepping root vegetables like that, because then they're just ready and you can do whatever. You can make them sweet, you can make them savory, and go from there. We're gonna hit it hard today. I hope to go to Sharp Shopper. I'll probably go to John Henry after this. John Henry, and then Sharp Shopper, and maybe even Aldi. And then I might end with Costco. I don't have to do Costco, but I enjoy Costco. That was like when I first was able to double my grocery budget when my business took off. It was just wonderful to go to Costco and, you know, spend $700 and get all the fresh fruits and vegetables I wanted. And even now at pushing 50, fresh fruits and vegetables are amazing. Okay, so things are looking wild. What do we think of this hairstyle? But we're gonna pull it together now. Well, we have a hair crisis after hours of work. My hair, I just had a lot of matting from sleeping 15 days in a hospital chair. I did get to sleep at home like one night out of that, but anyway, doesn't matter. We had to take a lunch break. She had another client she had to give a haircut to. And so I'm going to get my lunch and eat, and then we're gonna go back and she's gonna finish my situation. And then I just saw the Jamerrill store has banana cases, 40-pound cases for $9.99 each, or you can get 4 cases for $20. So guess how many we're gonna get if there's any left. Okay, starving, feed the mama situation. Gas station food drive-through. I have a system there for still eating the way that I eat to support the needs of my body. So they have a salad and guacamole, lettuce, some beans and rice, some tomatoes, pretty simple. But what I started with, and I've done this there a few times, they have a burrito in a bowl. So it's their burrito, only they dump it in a bowl for you. And I wasn't sure, actually, you know what? This is my burrito in a bowl. Read the labels. Very similar ingredients, but I figured the burrito in a bowl would not have a lot of lettuce, and I require high volumes of lettuce. So then I also got a salad, which had pretty much the same ingredients, very similar to an Italian salad. There's like salami and turkey and stuff in here. I haven't fully eaten, but we're eating now. Also beans and rice, because where I am on my fast like a girl cycle plan is I can have some more healthy carbs during this time to support my hormones. I have a couple days of that, and then I will go into my few days of deeper resetting fasting. It's my little experiment of one. I like what Dr. Mindy has to say, and anyway, I will also like getting my hair finished here shortly, and then snagging those banana deals. Alright, I'm super excited about this banana deal. Hopefully they still have them. And yes, people come in and buy all the 40-pound boxes of banana cases, and I'm certainly going to get my share of banana cases. But when they have them, they have them. It seems like every couple months, and usually they're organic bananas. And so they work produce auctions all around and just have some wonderful systems for bringing these deals to these small towns, and I am excited. So we're going to go in here, bananas and oranges, and I thought on my upcoming meal prep list we will do homemade orange juice. My kids will love that. Okay, just got fantastic organic oranges, bananas, strawberries, 50-pound bag of onions. Fantastic deals, less than $100 at the Jamerrill store. So now we are going to the city to get more grocery deals, more places. Yes, I'll take a spicy East Coast Italian with no provolone and no mayo. And I'm sorry, and I'll have that as an unwich.
As an unwich? Okay.
Yes.
What else for you?
Then I will have a totally tuna as an unwich.
Alright, you want everything that comes with that one?
Yes.
Lettuce, tomato, cucumber,
Yes, yes, please. And then, if I can have a pickle, and that is all.
Quarter, cut half a whole.
Quarter would be great.
Alright, that'll come out to $19.96.
Yeah, that's it. And both of those are unwitches, if I didn't say that.
Yes, I got them down as well.
Perfect. Thank you so much. That's all.
You go ahead and go forward.
Thanks. Actually, I pulled here to eat in the parking lot of Jimmy John's, but Costco isn't that far. By the time I get into Costco, they'll probably be open for an hour. So I need to eat my pickle on the way and hurry up to get into Costco. Made it to Costco, made it halfway, made it through the whole pickle, through the traffic lights, and made it through half of my tuna unwich. And then my other unwich, which is one of their subs wrapped in lettuce, is spicy East Coast Italian. So feeding mom. And now we have the spicy East Coast Italian. Again, it's a sub wrapped in lettuce. I love it. So now we're gonna work on putting all the groceries away for the month of April. I'll give you a tour. Got the blue corn chips already happening tonight. So this is how our upstairs fridge is looking. I'll be spinning different food projects, but they put some of strawberries from John Henry General Store that's in another video, but it's all coming together now. We got some grapes out. Those will go quick. They got some oranges, I think, behind there. Yogurt. The pizzas I got tonight, which will, hey, be tomorrow. Hey, look, we meal prep. That's some more of our freezer breakfast sandwiches. Here's just some milk that they put out. Put 2 things of bagels in there, 2 loaves of bread. This pie that'll also be gone tomorrow. Treat time. Now we'll go look at the downstairs fridges and freezers. So down here on these bathroom shelves, I showed a whole tour down here. And at the beginning, some toilet paper, laundry pods, bought those last month. Trash bags. I do have some trash bags, some more laundry pods, and some more toilet paper in my upstairs laundry room. This is my backup storage, but I'd like to get these shelves eventually nice and full. So got some more room for shampoo and conditioner. I didn't really fill this up anymore. I think they put our Clorox wipes actually upstairs. So I'd like to bring those down here, but this is how these shelves are looking. And down here in the freezers and refrigerators. This refrigerator, they stacked a lot of the fresh fruits and veggies I bought today. And in this refrigerator, we have the cheese that I bought today, the pepperoni, it's gonna be on the pizzas. I had 1 box of eggs left, so 3 more egg boxes. This is our lettuce that just did not get used in March because I was gone for 15 days pretty much. So we'll get rid of that. This lunch meat actually, some of this stuff needs to go in the, that probably needs to go in the freezer, but they might not have had room. And those are some peppers left from March too. And then in this refrigerator, we've got some of the milks. They put the orange crate in there, and they got some more milks in the door. Looks like they put the rest of the yogurts in here also. So some things overflowed into the beef freezer. You know, we've been eating down that full cow I bought last September. So a bunch of the bacon that we stocked up on at Sharp Shopper is in here. And that's some more sausage. There's some shrimp. So I feel like it's kind of willy-nilly, but I've been uploading my video files while other folks put stuff away. So what do they say? Beggars can't be choosers, right? Anyway, we've got chicken stacked to the top of the freezer. All kinds of chicken and ham. All kinds of good things filled back up. All kinds of good things will be made. This freezer is waiting for more projects. I feel like this is a organize the freezers with mom. So I'm just gonna move some of those frozen veggies down. That's our dwindling pile of homemade breakfast sandwiches. And so we will be putting a lot of bananas up for future adventures. Alrighty, well yesterday was my big shopping day for the month of April, but there's still some leftovers, the butternut squash that we prepped, and some of these, I think this is carrots and radishes, and then I've got a little bit of that beef roast left, and so I'm gonna make myself all of these leftovers as a breakfast bowl and get myself big batch pizza prep ready. Actually, we've got to pick up some kitchen areas first, but we're doing it. Alrighty, so let's see, I don't have a fork here to peel this back for you, but there's butternut squash under there. There's a couple of our roasted carrots, some radishes, and then I chopped down some more of that roast, and I'm going to microwave it now and eat it while I get ready for our other projects. Okay, friends, we have not had a big batch cooking day. Oh, that little whiteboard's starting to go. Well, since early in March. So I'm gonna clean this off and get this ready for my big batch homemade from scratch pizza prep afternoon that I'm doing. And hey, self-care, I'm going to get my vitamins ready for this morning and this evening. These are vitamins and supplements that help support my body and my nervous system as a trauma survivor. It's super important for me. Here's my reheated Whole Foods. Even though I used a microwave, microwave helps me make it through the day. We have our last of our farm-raised roast, our butternut squash we prepped, our radishes, and our roasted carrots. All right, and other lunch adventures, we have our Annie's Classic Cheddar. Hey, at least made with organic pasta. It has a liquid cheese sauce, and I got these at Sharp Shopper this month. They were 2 for $1, so I got 24. So my folks are enjoying these as a fun lunch treat, but I did say, hey, pick some fruit to go with it. Since we have lots of bananas, we got bananas, grapes, strawberries, and organic oranges, so we got lots of fruit choices. There you go, chef, and then you mix it up. So on my way to getting ready, I was gonna show you guys, we got our pulled around, organized a bit more, laundry shelves, like things together. We got our paper plates reloaded up there. We got some napkins, one thing of toilet paper, and then the overflow, there's our freezer bags, overflow of these items are downstairs on those bathroom and pantry shelves. And so this is why so much of this laundry soap wasn't used up last month. We had these 2 up here. That's fine. Do laundry for 10 all day, every day. I don't know, is this our 4th load going for today? You'll go through a lot of laundry pods and you need to be stocked up on them. So write that down in your notes. Alrighty, so here, these are my 30-quart bowls. So there's the 30-quart bowl for size reference. This is the next size down. I don't know, is it 15, is it 20? Doesn't matter. That's our bananas for the weekend. They are ripe and ready to go. And then here is all of our future baking and future smoothie needs. It looks like we've got about 12 gallons. Because they are, no, 16 gallons, 4 stacks of 4. We can do multiplication. So there's our bananas, yay. Okay, also new life development. We have the juicer going. We have part of the 24 pounds of organic oranges doing its thing, being made into homemade orange juice. So we are learning all about it. This is the juicer that we got. And hey, look, directions, orange juice, ready to go. So my folks cut the ends off of each orange and then cut them into small chunks and got them in the juicer. Alrighty, so the weekend's coming for us. So for fun, we're doing, again, homemade organic orange juice. Who are we? This is gonna be a fun adventure. Okay, so for this half a container, I think we've used about 10 oranges, but it's the adventure. There's adventure points here with this. We've got a busy weekend, 2 days, in and out a lot, in a little, lots of running around back and forth. So I wanna bring up the 2 flats of strawberries, what's left of those, because they've been eaten through those too. I wanna do some fruit and veggie prep, and that is big entertainment as well. And then I also, just looking at the time I have left before I roll into something else, I might do, finally, I won't be 12 loaves of big batch French toast, but I might try to do a big batch, which is a small batch for me, 2 or 3 loaves for French toast for the weekend. Let's see what we can get into and get done in just a little bit of time this afternoon. All right, so here I've been shopping in the grocery store in my basement, just brought this box up, and now we're gonna go down and get another box. Okay, so we're gonna do some sheet pan chicken, probably just pick what we're doing. Sheet pan chicken and broccoli tonight. I will just use one of these bags. This is a 2-pound organic bag from Costco. This bag I'm putting in the fridge for upcoming adventures. We have some organic baby carrots, and of course, when I separated the 2 bags, I ripped it, but I'm gonna wash those and get those ready. And then this is some lunch meat from Sharp Shopper for sandwiches as needed. Alrighty, I feel like after doing our huge once-a-month grocery shopping yesterday, I'm still getting my head in the game with what I have to work with, what I need to prep. I have decided I'm picking up my big batch pizza making plan. I'm going to move that to Monday after the weekend, because one of the things I was brainstorming is, you know, whenever you get your great value pizza, right? A lot of times they have those cardboard rounds, okay? And I went on Amazon and I ordered a 15-pack of cardboard rounds. And so I want to do full-size pizzas also that are homemade and freeze them. And if you've been around here for a while, you know I have done massive batches of homemade pizza dough for the freezer, and whenever I'm done with them, I freeze them as dough balls, and then I'll set them out and we'll defrost them in the refrigerator and then roll them out. Many times we end up doing half-size or full-size sheet pan pizzas. But this time I want to go a step further with my prep and get as many in the freezer as I can already done with homemade pizza sauce and the cheese and the toppings, the pepperoni, the salami, all the good toppings that we would like, and get those pizzas ready to go. So again, I'm just gonna take that project. That'll be in the next video. We're still getting it done. So that leaves me with dinner tonight, which is why I'm gonna cook chicken from frozen. We're gonna do sheet pan chicken along with sheet pan broccoli, and I'm gonna go ahead and prep these strawberries. Yeah, I've still got, it looks like about 6.5, 7 pounds here. So I'll prep these for the weekend. While our sheet pan chicken is going in the oven, we're gonna prep ahead and we got 4 loaves sitting out of French toast for the weekend as well. Anyway, before anything else happens, we got our orange juice factory going down, and they did tell me that was actually 6 oranges, not 10, for the orange juice that was made so far. So definitely not something that I can count on, or that I can say other folks can count on to consistently have homemade organic orange juice at home. I know my cousin in Santa Barbara, in her backyard, she has orange trees, and I think she has a lemon tree. Anyway, they do have homemade orange juice often, and we will enjoy it as we're able to get our bulk produce on sale. So that is nice. I'm going to prep these strawberries. I mean, these 7 pounds of strawberries, I feel like I give them 24 hours. I mean, maybe 48. We'll see. We do have a lot of fresh fruits and vegetable deals right now. And so with cooking the chicken from frozen, so we will do some full-size sheet pans. Like this. I did get some more parchment paper, so we are saved. Now, with cooking my chicken from frozen publicly, I know I get a lot of questions about cooking frozen meats and food safety, and then also defrosting something and then refreezing something after it has been. Well, if you take frozen food from the freezer, if you defrost it, then if you decide not to cook it, you refreeze it. Or even if you take something from the freezer that's frozen and then you cook it, and then if you freeze those leftovers. Lots of people ask me about that. So what I always do whenever I answer those questions is I just go to foodsafety.gov. Hold on, you told me to crunch this. They have a whole frozen food section. I will link that down below, but it says raw or cooked meat, poultry, or casseroles can be cooked or reheated from the frozen state. However, it'll take approximately 1.5 times long to cook. It says this freezer storage guide is for quality only. Frozen foods remain safe indefinitely. And I know one of the questions that came in this week is the fact that the ham that I just stocked up on, ham lunch meat at Sharp Shopper, it was 99 cents a pack, and I got 16 packs, and it was dated for this month. However, it was already frozen. And whenever I defrost that ham and I put it in the refrigerator like we just did this evening, they are gonna go through it fast, quick, and in a hurry. It talks about casseroles, 2 to 3 months. Again, frozen food is safe indefinitely, they say on their site, but just as far as quality, and we go through things very quickly. They have gravy, ham, hot dogs, lunch meats, cooked meat, uncooked turkey, cooked poultry, wild game, uncooked, 8 to 12 months. So that is why I'm going to yet again confidently cook my frozen chicken from a frozen state, and I'm not worried about it. I am going to just throw a little olive oil on my pans. This is what I call a quick mama meal prep dinner. Quick, fast, quick, and in a hurry. And since it's Friday, there should be some leftovers for tomorrow, Saturday. And then we have those chicken apple sausages and hot dogs I set out in the refrigerator that we will have on Sunday. And I'm going to olive oil these chicken breasts and my broccoli again. And I have some fresh lemons that we're gonna get going on here also. But my kids reminded me about sheet pan chicken, although I haven't been buying chicken like this in Costco in a while. I've been working a lot with these last 8 months or so whole frozen chickens from the farm. But when I was gone with my friend that was in the hospital, my folks here just did a lot of sheet pan chicken, which is great too, up to 15 days. So we had an opportunity to use many things from the freezer. And many of you have asked how my friend is doing, and they are improving, and they are home, and they are moving forward. And those are the good things, right? And I do and have been helping them. We've been doing some meals and other areas of support. So this is gonna end up being around 12 pounds of chicken, which is fantastic, because I'll even have a chicken breast and broccoli for breakfast. Okay, and so again, I'm only gonna do 2 pounds of broccoli, I'm pretty sure. Focusing heavy on the chicken because we have 7 pounds of strawberries that we're prepping. There's another 8 pounds that'll still need prepped. I think this will work out well though. Okay, and I can tell we're getting ready to have the juicer go again for more orange juice. Says thoroughly washed, God bless it, hope so. Because it's quick mama meal prep time. I feel like I might throw some baby carrots on here. I do have whole carrots as well, but baby carrots will fit in these little cracks. Nice. So this is just each sheet pan's bath in olive oil. Or actually, I wonder if this is avocado oil. I think it's olive oil. We've got olive oil and avocado oil, and then of course our home rendered tallow. Oop, just ran you into the cabinet. Home rendered tallow and such, or our cooking fats. I was just told it's olive oil, so okay. Remember, this is salt and pepper and olive oil for 12 pounds of chicken, about 1 pound or so of organic baby carrots, and 2 pounds of organic broccoli. Alright, so we got our juicer going. I threw the rest of the carrots in to rinse off there with the strawberries. And now it'll just become a matter of how many strawberries am I going to eat from what I prepped. And I will confess already that just don't know if it's in the cards for me to make French toast for 2025. What do you think? Because already this chicken has about another 15 minutes left. I'm still chopping strawberries. I've had conversations with people who live in this home and given some further direction. I now have a whole posse of folks working on some evening laundry while I am working on dinner, and I think it's bagels or breakfast sandwiches, or of course fry yourself some eggs and microwave some sausage. And our big batch French toast dreams continue on, right? It just continues. We do have home processed organic orange juice now, so that's a thing. That's great. We will take our wins as we can have them. Also, speaking of taking our wins as we can have them, and you have also heard earlier in this video now already that we did the thing, okay? A couple years ago, I started making this course called YouTuber Extraordinaire. It's going to be the first of many business courses in my Successful Business Mama course suite, and I released it in 2023 unknowingly, right as my life was blowing up, so there's that. And even though my life blew up, the course didn't blow up. I had my first just under 200 students who successfully went through my course and came to my live events, and we did the thing. And I've got some beautiful testimonials from them. And after that first round of beta students, I closed the cart because my hopes and dreams were I was gonna come back. I was gonna come back to the course. I was gonna update it and expand it and do even more. And here we are now, a year and a half or so later. And since, when did I start rattling about this fall? Was it October, November-ish? It must have been October. I mean, it could have been before. Anyway, I started the process. I expanded the course. It now has 50 videos and many additional included products such as a YouTube monetization blueprint. And you will be so proud because I might not be making big batch French toast tonight, but I'm hosting a free live masterclass. Yes, I am. You can click the first link down in the description below. It'll also be in the pinned comment, and it's gonna be my live webinar where I share 5 keys for YouTuber extraordinaire success. I share all about strategies to make YouTube into a full-time business that can generate tens of thousands of dollars a month. And that live masterclass is totally free, hosted it live on April 12th at 7 p.m. Eastern time. And also with my strawberry hands here, maybe I will not have strawberry hands when I lead the live masterclass, but I'm gonna share my 5 keys for YouTube success and how I did all of that on the heels of birthing 4 babies in 5 years. And then I went on to birth 2 more babies. And within my YouTuber Success Live Masterclass, I'll also be doing a live Q&A just for those who come and join me live. So be sure right now to click the first link in the description and join me live for my YouTuber Success Masterclass. If you've ever wanted to know how to make YouTube into a part-time business or a full-time business, all the other income streams that go along with it in addition to AdSense, and so much more from my experience of generating over 100 million views and having YouTube be one of my full-time income streams for many years. And we got a few carrots left. So anyway, like I say, I am releasing the big batch French toast, but I am getting my free YouTuber Extraordinaire Masterclass live with you all next Saturday at 7 p.m. So I'm getting some things done. And towards the end of these strawberries, I just cut the tops off. I even shaved some time. I stopped cutting them in half. That's a little extra bonus. Okay, for extra fun, I just saw I was not crazy whenever I ordered those 2 extra juice pitchers. I did order the larger size. They replaced it with the smaller. They charged me for the smaller. It's all okay. We got something to put the juice in for this weekend. Okay, dinner's happening. Broccoli tops are a little scorched, but I'm not gonna care. Let's do a little dance of our big pans for a minute. Per our usual, I'm sure everything's 287 degrees, haha. 165 was the required internal temperature. Yes, 192, 193. I mean, this pan, we're good. We meal prepped. Okay. And I'm actually gonna pour some of this broth back over these. I don't think I ruined them and they'll be too dry, but you know, we've got a cup of broth here. Let's use it. Make sure my carrots are done. Let's see. Oh, that's so good. Okay. We set up our little Friday evening dinner buffet. There. I'm so glad I have advanced to the stage in life where I have a nice collection of tongs. You know, it's the little things. Here we go. Fruit and veggies. I don't think that lemon pepper chicken is gonna need a bunch of sauce, but if I don't set it out, I mean, there's saucy people here, haha, so they get it honest. Now I'm gonna work on making some plates. I will, let's see here. I do not make plates for everybody, but I will make one for my preschooler and my 7-year-old. Let's see here, trying to not get too crispy bacon. I don't mind, even if I'm the only one that eats the bacon. And I will. I'm just gonna start by sharing one of these smaller chicken breasts between those two. I mean, honestly, they both might just eat strawberries, so you just never know, but get some options. Okay, so I got their 2 plates. I'm gonna get my plate, and then I'm gonna let the herd come through. And we know that I've eaten a ton of strawberries already. This broccoli is delicious, so don't mind me while I eat a bunch of dark broccoli. Okay, preschoolers are precious because my preschooler asked, oh my goodness, we might have been through both pictures of orange juice. I think we are. Anyway, at dinner, he asked if orange juice is from orange cows. Isn't that amazing? Anyway, here's how the fridge is looking. We got what's left of the chicken and sheet pan vegetables in this container. Got our prep strawberries ready for the weekend. Those were not as popular tonight as I thought, but everybody, again, was loving the oranges. Okay, and we meal prepped weekend bananas. And we did find, we did not go through both of these, but they had it with their chicken dinner and it's delicious. Alrighty, so I'm being told we are out of cream cheese. And I did not get any chocolate milk yet for the month or the week. We do know that chocolate milk does not come from brown cows. Okay. And is there a chocolate milk that had some better ingredients in it? Let me see. Ooh. Okay, that ain't great. I'm sure the Great Value one ain't great either. I read labels when I can. Okay, we got cornstarch. We got liquid sugar. We don't have high fructose corn syrup. We take our wins as we can. Okay, we don't have that in the Great Value milk for $3.14 a gallon, which is what I normally get. I clicked on this other brand of milk that they have that's 75 cents more. It's $4 a gallon, and I thought, well, maybe for that 75 cents you get less ingredients. But no, that's milk, high fructose corn syrup. And that, is it Carrageenan? Carageenan. Got that? Okay. We don't want those things. So I'm gonna go with better than nothing. I'm just scrolling. This one's $4.48 a gallon. Are you better for more money? Nope. Okay, so I'm feeling pretty good about great value chocolate milk. If I'm going to get it, you know. Oh, it's got that. Okay, this is becoming a thing. My brain can do this right now. Let's just see. Okay, I'm gonna take great value chocolate milk with no high fructose corn syrup. And yes, I will just be getting some of that. And that is what I am doing. That is what my capacity says I can do. And let me think. Okay, so it was cream cheese for bagels, options. Some will continue to eat breakfast sandwiches, some will eat the bagels. No one's eating big batch French toast, right? Chocolate milk for the masses, cream cheese, and then we needed the little dental floss picks. So this is $45, and I consider the dental floss picks part of my household budget. And then this basically $30 between the Walmart chocolate milk and the cream cheese grocery budget. I will, let's see here. This can be delivered tomorrow, and that is free with my Walmart Plus membership. Then I will do the tip. I'll just throw the tip from out of my household budget. So again, we're pretty stocked up in April on most things household except shampoo and conditioner. Okay, I can still add items to this order. Okay, I added some of that. And because I just added a dozen bottles of shampoo and conditioner, I'm changing my tip. So I just found out I can go in, I can click edit, even though I've expanded my order, and I have 8 hours to add to it. So if anyone else has anything else tonight, we can go through and add. Also, one of you told me about this Common Sense Labs book by Dr. Ken Berry, and this came in the mail, so it's gonna go on my stack. But it's a short read. So things I like to do with my time, learn about labs and things. Okay, friends, I know we're in the dark, but I've got a little over 17,000 steps. I'm gonna walk for the next 30 minutes or so. Whoop, and I'm gonna hit 20,000 steps, and then we'll do the ball pass and some more push-ups and listen to our Little House on the Prairie and head to bed. Alrighty, we did it. To over 22,000 steps. I also got about a 2.5 mile run in earlier today. So that's also part of the steps. Thank you for spending this week with me. I'll be back soon with lots of big batch cooking and other adventures. Bye-bye.